Hi all, so welcome back to this channel, and today I am presenting this topic, that is Propagate Byte API. That is it's a machine interface API prop B, and whose built-in name is underscore prop B whenever we are calling that in our program. So this time this video in CL program, that is using the MI API to work with pointers in CL. uh, I have already created one video on the same API, but there I'm using that API in ILE RPG. So this time I'm just using this in CL program, so you can also watch that video as well. I'll share the link in this video for that video. So let me show you how I did this. So this is the program basically. So I'm using this prop B API, machine interface API, to make use of pointers in CL program. So you can see I use the built-in name underscore prop B. So we need to call this using a procedure called, and here you can see I am passing three parameters to it, that is target string, source byte, and propagation count. So target string is something in which we want that our source byte should be passed at any number of positions. So for example, it is of 10 length and I want to pass source byte of 1 length, or if it is greater than 1 length, then the rightmost byte, only one byte, but the rightmost byte would get passed. So if suppose it's a 1 length and the same 1 length byte get passed to it till positions 5. So if it's a 10 length and I'm passing till positions 5, propagation count 5, then it will append, or not append, it will replace, or it will pass that source byte a to that target string till 5 positions. So basically we are propagating the source byte to the target strings with the number of propagation count. So that's why you can see I'm calling this underscore prop B, and this is the target string and var1, the first parameter. The second parameter is source byte. So source byte is I'm passing 00 x00. So, and I'm calling this three times. Once I'm passing x00 as byte value, and just let me open this using 2. Just take F4. So here it represent basically by value or by reference. So I'm passing by value, and here also by value. So I'm not passing the pointers right now. So target string, for target string I can pass the pointers or a value, uh, and for this one I'm passing this by value, and this one also I'm passing by value. So you can see I'm passing either x00 at a by value, and the third parameter is propagation count, that is the size. So variable one size I'm passing till variable one size. I can reduce that size. So, and at the last one you can see I'm passing C1. So this is the low level byte, this is the high level byte, and this is the uh, character byte for character A, symbolic character A. Now you can see here I am also retrieving the pointer. So basically this is the prototype, and this will return a pointer which is the address of this target string basically, with the propagated source byte till the propagation count. So you can see the byte value of source byte is copied to the storage of the target string. Propagation count is the number of bytes of storage in which this value gets stored. So basically we will pass the source byte till the propagation count into the target string. So now here I am showing you some things which are important to you, because I am passing the x00 or xff. So basically I am elaborating those things only. So whenever we have a collating sequence of high values or the low values, which are basically a figurative constants defines like x00 or xff. So since IBM is using the EBCDIC character set and and Windows is using the ASCII, so for both of them we have a different collating for different collating sequence. We have different low values and high values hex values. So for example, here for EBCDIC, in this case in which I am programming right now, if I want to pass the low value, that is a 0 byte or a 1 byte, that is high value. So once I'm passing the 0 value, that means that x00, an 8-bit character code of all binary zeros. So basically I'll be passing all binary zeros to that. Now high values has the value xff, an 8-bit character code for all binary ones. Okay, so the same way for ASCII thing, the low values has x00 but the high value has the x7f, means they are basically a 7-bit character code, not the 8-bit character code in case of EBCDIC, and they represent all zeros and all ones in case of ASCII. But here we are currently working on EBCDIC, so we'll pass this to represent all zeros binary or all one binary. So this way we can use this in CL. Let me compile this. For more information, whatever information I can give you here, I have already given. For more information, you can also watch the another video, that is use the MI to work with pointers in ILE RPG, which I have created. I'll surely share the link. So let me debug this. API 2, call API 2. Now you can see variable 1 is blank right now, it's empty, and variable 1 size is 50. So I am basically propagating the source byte this till 50 length. I can so length 50 is basically the full length, which is of variable 1. I can assign this here 1 2 3 any value till 50, and this is a pointer variable. Currently this is initialized with null. Now I'm calling this machine interface instruction API underscore prop b. So it will propagate this 00 x00, that is all binary zeros, to the variable 1 till size 50. So you can see all have now low level byte, that is 0, binary 0. Let me show you. This is showing as a question mark to you. So let me showing you the value here, and var 1, because this is not a pointer, so I won't be using :c, because :c and 50 would be used to represent a pointer value at the pointer, but here I'll be using x to show you the value. So you can see all the 50 positions are having all the bytes would be having the 0 byte, that is low level byte 00. Now once this will get called, ff, the high level byte would get passed to the variable 1. Let me show you. But if you directly look into this, you will again see the question marks. Let me show you this. You can see now, earlier this would be having 00, now this would have ff at all places of the target string. var1. Now I'm passing c1. C1 is basically for symbolic character a. So currently I am not seeing anything. Now once this is called, I can see a at all the positions of this variable 1. So basically we have propagated this source byte, that is a, to the till the size this in the target string. So this size could be 20 or 30, anything less than equal to 50, and we have retrieved the pointer. So pointer is, this is basically the address of var1 target string. Now if I want to see the value, eval and ptr colon c50, I'll see all a here. And if I would see the hex value at this pointer variable, so I'll see c1 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 at all places. So that's what I'm to show here. So basically using this way you can work with the pointers in CL as well, and use this machine interface API to propagate source byte till the number of propagation count into the target string using the pointers way or pointers way in CL programming. So that's all in this video. Thanks and have a nice time.